Sometimes creativity is a learning curve. You try something not when you're ready to do it. You try something because you want to learn about it. That's how I taught myself about art and how I got to where I am today as far as my art is concerned. I've got no formal training in art. Um, what I've learned is what I learned from Whitney Freya, my creative coach, master coach, that I did the creative coach training with, and I'm forever and always thankful for her opening the door for me and giving me the container to give myself permission to embrace my artist self. And I will forever be grateful for her input and gift in my life. It was truly a gift of life that Whitney has given me, and it all came into my life at the same time as my husband. And we actually did the creatively fit coach training together, and that is the foundation of our relationship, really, in that sense of very stoic, and we give each other the space to remember and to be ourselves, and don't make unreasonable demands from each other, because we've both been through more than enough trauma and abuse in our lives. It's not necessary to add to it. So meeting my husband and doing the course with Whitney Freya, that literally changed the entire direction of my life, that brought me to where I am today, and that's why I'm so grateful. Art has literally saved my life. I was very, very lonely and ready to give up on life before all of this changed. And then I got involved at Lifeline, and I did a personal growth course with Lifeline that offered that as well. And if you ever want to do a life-changing workshop, then I can really recommend the personal growth course with Lifeline, especially here in South Africa. I'm not so sure about Lifeline overseas, but I think it's pretty much universal. So it's really just a beautiful personal growth experience of a few weeks that you go through, and it really provides an opportunity for you to hear yourself, help yourself. Very therapeutic, life-altering, and that helped me to process an enormous betrayal and loss of my best friend, and where I felt up and down. There's nothing left to live for, worth living for. And in that personal growth course, I discovered one of my personal values that I never saw as a value. I just saw it as a hobby. And I learned in that personal growth course and in my psychology training after the fact that, creating art can be a personal value, and it can be such an important value that you actually feed from it, you nourish yourself from it, it sustains you. And if you don't create art, and if you don't express creatively, then you become depressed. And that's where I was, because nobody in my life encouraged creativity in my life except for my sister, and I'm very grateful for her as well. She is my older sister, and she also brought art and watercolor into my life, and I am so grateful for that, because that took me back. When I did that personal growth course, I recognized that those were the moments in my life when I was happiest, when I really looked forward to the next day and to get back into the art studio and to create and to play and to make things. Um, and when I recognized that that is something that really brought me joy in my life, that is the minute I recognized that I need to make an effort to bring creativity into my daily life and to begin to paint and to find a teacher or something. And I literally went to the art supply store, bought canvas, bought acrylic paints, had no idea what to do with it, but started painting and painted a beautiful Buddha inspired by Whitney Freya. So I found this image of a Buddha on Pinterest, and this Buddha spoke to me. The way that it was painted, the way that the art came together, told me through the painting that you can do this. This is a style that you should lean into and try for yourself. It was collage, mixed media, but all of this drew me to that point where I recognized that now is the time for me to pick up the brush. Doesn't matter what it looks like, and I don't care what anyone thinks of it, but I need to start to feed myself, take care of myself, and nourish myself, sustain myself through the creativity that I was craving and denying every day because I was told it's a waste of time. What a lie that was. One that I'm very grateful that I woke up to. So anyway, and the minute I started painting and I started to create, even though it wasn't as much as I do today, it was maybe once in a blue moon, it slowly awakened something in myself again where I recognized that this is important. I need to pay more attention here. And yes, then I started to look at who created this beautiful painting that is so inspiring to me, and I saw the artist's name was Whitney Freya, and I clicked on her name and it took me to her website, and wow, it opened up a whole world for me. And there I found her paint the Buddha in acrylics course, and yes, I saved and I saved and I saved to get enough dollars together to do the Buddha painting class with Whitney Freya, and for some reason it just never ever happened. And then my husband came on the scene, and you can see how my life started to change for the better because of my art, because I was starting to post some of my art on Facebook, and my husband saw it, and that drew him to me through my art. And so it's absolutely amazing when I look at my life and I just see how art has brought the right people into my life. That is my tribe, that was going to nourish me, that was going to open doors for me, help me to see myself in a new light, and encourage me and provide the space for me to be me and to be creative and to have a space where I can express that and not having to ask permission or approval or anything like that. A safe space. I'm so grateful for all these people that came into my life, and that is why it is so important for me to share my art and to activate your creative part, to help you, give you permission to begin to play no matter what it looks like. It is the saddest thing for me, and that's why I stress so much in my classes on this, that learn to love your art where you are at, not where you think you should be or how it should look. Please don't ever compare your beautiful creative nature and spirit with anyone else, because it is as unique as your fingerprint, as unique as the iris of your eye, as unique as your soul. There's only one of you, and your creativity is a signature. It is a frequency of creation that is unique to you. So love it, learn to love it, and then nurture it. Give it space to grow by practicing, because only then does it become like an instrument that you fine tune, and wow, magic happens from there for sure. It happens from the very first moment you pick up a brush, in fact. You might not know what to do with it, but trust me, if you will just give yourself a bit of space and maybe some guidance, you can change your world through your art. And this is really, in essence, what I hope that you guys will take out of these beautiful, creative, magical moments. Now, while I was blabbing on about how art saved my life, I was finishing up this beautiful little affirmation scroll.